Uh-oh.
Hey everybody, I'm Sharon McDonald and I'm here with my business partners, the fabulous Kylie and Nora Johnson, and we are grateful to have you here for the Golden Drop today. So let me just share with you a little bit about the Golden Drop and what it is. The Golden Drop is designed to have you invite people who are curious about essential oils, who are wondering how to use essential oils, to be able to join us once a week, to be able to understand and learn a little tidbit about how to use essential oils in your home. Because so often people get in and they go, oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, well, how do I do that every day? So that's the purpose of this call. So if you're joining us from the FDA or the FTC, we welcome you. And we want you to know that we try really hard to be compliant here. We're not here to diagnose or prescribe. We're just here to share diffuser recipes and all the little tips and tricks that we have in our homes that make our lives a lot simpler. So thank you for joining me. I'd like to introduce our host today, Nora Johnson, and Kylie and I are her sidekicks today. So she's going to take over. Nora and Kylie have been business partners with us the whole time we've been in doTERRA. She is a master teacher and she's really good at oils. So I'm going to turn the time over to the beautiful Nora.
Okay, so we are in the beautiful area of Salt Lake City right now. I don't know exactly where, but
You're right by the Grand America.
Oh, we're right by the Little America, whatever, and the Grand. Anyway, just down the street from there. But we just got through with training and we had a little lunch break. So I'm going to share with you some tips about 2 oils and actually throw in a few others. But how many of you have lime and you're like, what do I do with lime, right? And then how many of you have thought, well, what am I going to do with black pepper? I don't want to use pepper. It makes me sneeze. But one thing about black pepper is that it's great for addictions, okay? So if anybody, you can use it along with cinnamon, but some people respond really well to black pepper. But on the emotion side, black pepper is really good too for being honest with yourself. And I think when we have addictions, that's why I think it ties to that, like, addictions kind of fill something, a void that we're not wanting to be honest with ourselves. So we turn to something and then we become addicted, right? That's something to need. So what I like to do when I'm ever doing any type of emotional work, if I want to be honest with myself, I'll get my black pepper. I put a drop or two. I'll help my husband hold that. And just rub it here and then inhale. Because when we use our oils, that aroma, smelling it goes to our olfactory system and will heighten any experience that we have, whether we're using it for addictions or for the emotional side. Now, the other reason I'm throwing in lime is, of course, it's great for putting in your water. Lime actually helps a breathe oil. It just enhances whatever respiratory needs you have there. But I'm using it because maybe some of you are discouraged in life, and this will kind of help that. And so it addresses more than some other oils. But when I looked up the oils for that, there's a bunch of them, right? But lime spoke to me, so I went with it. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did with black pepper. Put a drop in my hand, and see the color there. I love that it's a little color, it has some color to it. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I just did with black pepper, and I'm going to breathe it in. Did you know too this is great for adding to hummus? You can put in your food. It's also great for guacamole, so you can do there. But the reason I'm doing these 2 is I want to be totally honest with myself, and maybe I'm feeling a little discouraged, so I'm gonna rub the rest on my back of my neck. But 2 other oils I'm gonna throw into this, of course, is wild orange. Of course, we love diffusing it. It's happy, but it's also the oil of abundance. So if you need to feel like, I need to purge a bunch of my stuff, diffuse that, because then you're like, I have enough, and then you'll throw away stuff. But, okay, here's lids for that here.
People that own a business.
So diffusing that. Now I'm going to throw in an oil, jasmine, because it's been speaking to me lately. As I'm doing any calls, as I'm teaching anybody, right before I get on the phone, I'm going, what oil is speaking to me right now? I look up in the emotions book, but I've been just using jasmine more lately. And guess what? I want to show you my beautiful bracelet that I just bought here at convention. It opens up and it has those little felt things. So I put jasmine and lime in there. And so then I can smell it all day long. But Jasmine,
Can you tell them where to buy that really quick?
it's Jared's, what's his company?
Oil Sharing Tools.
Oil Sharing Tools over at the Hilton, up on the second floor. They're beautiful, all sizes, shapes, colors. You can do black. I love the little bling around this. This just spoke to me, so I'm like, I love dainty. This.
And they,
Yeah.
you can go online too.
You can do that too if you live in Arizona. They have them there, but if you're at Salt Lake City, all of you at the airport anyway. So Jasmine, you can only earn right now, as far as we know, until we hear some, I don't know, but you can get Jasmine in some of the blends, but by itself, I just had someone compliment to me today, so I think it just resonates with me and my soul, and Jasmine is just a happy oil for me. If you want to share anything with that, dude?
I love when she's happy.
I know, right?
So there's my oil drop
Wonderful.
experiences.
So do we have any questions for Nora? Anybody have any thoughts? Questions? Renee?
We have a chat that says, Daylene wants to know if you can get the bracelet on.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but if you can get the bracelet online.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, just go to Oil Sharing Tools. Okay.
But isn't that pretty though? It's just dainty. I love bracelets, and I know people say, "Oh, that's beautiful." Another way to just introduce oils to people, and and you can change out the felt, so and do a different blend.
Good. So. All right. Andrea Manus had a question last week, so we want to make sure if anybody's on the phone that they unmute themselves. And so if you have a question, unmute yourself, okay? No questions today? Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us. One thing that I like to end with every single week is how do we pay it forward? We love to pay it forward. So one, you're paying it forward by being here. You're paying it forward when you invite other people to this call, and you pay it forward when you share with other people. So that's really what we're doing. The intention here is to be able to help people be really confident in their oil usage and give them the space to be able to do that. So thank you for showing up. The other way you can pay it forward is by using your loyalty reward points to purchase your product, because that, we know, is the smartest way to buy. Because every time you make a purchase, you get these reward points back into your little rebate points back into your account to then go spend on free products. So your budget really gets a nice push to it, and you can use those for gifts anytime, and it's really simple to use them. So if you have any questions on that program, please get with the person that introduced you to doTERRA, and they will help you understand how to do it. And for those of you who are like, oh, this is actually pretty intriguing. I think I'd like to know how to share essential oils a little bit more and to be able to maybe get some of my products for free. If that's your story and that's what's coming up for you, please reach out to us and reach out to the person that introduced you to doTERRA so that they can help you on your journey. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you, Renee, for doing the recording for us. We really appreciate you. And Kylie and Nora, thanks for being our partners. Okay. Bye, everybody.